What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is the second video for our beautiful Masters weekend here on EA Sports PGA Tour in our career mode. Took the last few days off to kind of recuperate and get some much needed rest. We kind of posted a video every single day for about a month now. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to record anything for the weekend. I'm just going to hang out with friends, going to play some games, stuff like that. So some much needed R&R, but we are back. We are here to finish off the highly anticipated third and fourth round for the Masters. If you caught the first video, then you know that we had a very fantastic start to our week. Played through some tough conditions, and we are currently tied for first with about 2 or 3 other players at 9 under par. So definitely a fantastic start. We had that chip in, we had some very good up and downs. We kind of played the wind perfectly on the first few days, and we are headed into round 3 at Augusta with probably some of the tougher wind conditions. Obviously, you know, wind can get extremely gusty here, but it's not anything we usually see down in Florida at like Sawgrass or anything like that. So 6 to 9 mile per hour winds is near the higher end, and it's really going to take a lot to close this thing out. Again, we're coming in here with an 87 overall. We slept on the lead with the first 2 rounds, and now we head to the weekend to see what we can do and hope that we can somehow piece it all together to maybe get a shot at that green jacket. But there's still a lot of golf to be played before we can even consider that. From the Augusta National Golf Club, super excited to just be playing the weekend again. Last time we were here as a rookie, we missed that mark by quite a bit. But as you can see, there's some big names climbing up the leaderboard. There's a lot of people in contention. I think when I looked at the full leaderboard before I started recording, I think there was about 25 people within about 4 shots of the lead. So it's pretty impressive. A lot of people tied at 4 under, a lot of people at 5 under. So we just gotta keep our heads down and play as good as we did in the first 2 days. So we'll see what we can do. Enjoy Masters rounds 3 and 4. Let's see what we can get. And there we go. So again, got our Under Armour gear on. Apologies for the Nike hat. I've been trying to get there's only 2 Under Armour hats in the game, 2. And they are both locked behind being able to drive par 4s. I do not have a lot of power. I'm trying to make it work. It is still very, very difficult. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm trying to work on it so we can get rid of the Nike hats. But I'd rather take the fashion grime and wear the Nike hat. Ooh, the wind is really strong here on number 1. Wow, I did not expect that to snap like that. Okay, well, a missed tee shot there. I did not expect it to do that, but nonetheless, let me finish up my statement. I'd rather wear Nike hats as much as it is a fashion crime to wear that with Under Armour than wearing one of the only other 4 hats I have, which says US Open, you know, the Open, Masters. Like, I'll wear the Masters ones while I'm here, but that is the reason, guys. So please don't come for my head when it comes to wearing that. So we got to get this one out of this bunker. We got a really large lip here. This is a tough fairway bunker to be in. Thankfully, we got a good enough lie here. We just got to get this up and over, and if we land it short, I'm fine with that, but good swing here. Little slow. That should be on the green. I don't think it'll catch this fully and roll all the way off, so I think that should be okay here. Yeah, so long putt, 52 feet for the birdie on 1, but we are on the green and putting for a bird, so can't complain too much. Again, this is going to be a tough day, guys. 9 to 10 mile per hour wind at Augusta is extremely difficult because of the hills. Like, it just adds so much more challenge to all these very hilly holes. So it's going to start left to right, go right to the left at the end, up the hill. We got to get the pacing right here. It's a good looking putt, but it doesn't have the leg. So right,
well, that was never going to climb that hill.
You know, right choice on break there, just nowhere near enough. So we got to give this one a good run just to get it back up the hill here and give ourselves a chance at dropping this for a par. So we'd hate to drop one on number 1. So let's see what we can do. Just caught the right lip, had a lot of speed on that one. So a good putt here to kind of settle things down, get our 3rd round underway here. There's going to be some low scores as Streelman drops his second straight birdie to tie the lead now.
Par 5 second at Augusta National.
But definitely love playing Augusta in this game. It's super fun. The presentation is absolutely iconic. And like I said, if EA has done anything right in this game, although a lot of people think they haven't done a lot of things right, for me it is the presentation of the Masters. It's the broadcast. It's the feel you get while you play these. They play difficult, and I think they've done a good job illustrating that in their game. So talk a little bit about EA here as we rip a beautiful drive here on the par 5. Not going to get as much rollout because of the wind, but kind of disappointed in EA a little bit. I've been uploading videos for, you know, a month, almost a month and a half now for this game. It came out, what, at the end of April, I believe. Well, came out near the Masters, so it's actually been out for a month and a half at least now, if not approaching 2 months. So maybe not that long. What am I talking about? No, it's been about a month and a half. I'm crazy. I'm losing track of time here, guys. But, you know, I think they released a really good patch not long ago. And it fixed a lot of issues that I was seeing in the game, but it didn't address all of them. But I was like, okay, like, this is a really good update. This is one that, you know, I think will set the ground running for some good updates. This is a really good shot into 2 here. Beautiful shot into 2 here. Well, we have a 2-foot putt there to get our second round. Absolutely lights out to start with a 2-foot eagle drop here, as we will make an eagle on 2 on day 3 with a phenomenal second shot there. That was beautifully played. But let me finish my thought, because I always get sidetracked while I play this game. So I do think that there's been some letdown. Obviously, we know that as an EA game, it was kind of one of the features I talked about in my review of this game was, you know, you don't want to see EA kind of abandon this game like it's abandoned other games, because that is one negative persona that they have, and I think rightfully have, is they kind of launch a game, they patch it a couple times, and then forget about it. I was very much hopeful that this crew of developers that they put in place for this game were really going to lead this game to a good spot, because they seem very passionate. The first patch was very promising, but that first patch came out about 2-3 weeks ago now, and we haven't heard anything since about a new patch. Now, patching some issues that lie within the game, I can give them a little bit of leeway. Maybe they want to bundle a whole bunch together and create another big patch. I'm fine with that, but we have not had any new content drops in a month and a half, and I don't necessarily mean, you know, the big things like new courses or new characters or golfers or anything like that. Like, I was hopeful there'd be more, because as we gear up towards the Ryder Cup, they have that Ryder Cup feature coming in, so they're missing things for online play, like alternate shot or anything that the Ryder Cup might have. You don't have that for online play, so that's a big missed opportunity. I don't know how they're going to squeeze that in and make sure it works in time for, you know, their next big target, which is supposed to be coming, they said, a couple months after launch. Well, we're approaching that couple launch. On top of that, very minor things, such as just apparel drops. Like the same store, the same 4 days of store items. So what they've done is every day it cycles through a new thing of items, and it does that for 4 days, then resets. It's been like that since the game launched, and there's been absolutely no new items. Not a single one in the item shop. I've almost purchased everything because I play the online tournaments, I get the money for competing in the weekly tournaments, and I just purchase almost what's available. The only things that are cycling through apparel is Under Armour, which is great. I've bought all of them, and Adidas. That's it. There is only like Bogey, whatever that company's called, and a few other EA Sports ones. There's no hats. There's never been. There's one Puma hat, and that's it. There's Titleist, you know, visors, which I don't want to use. So like, I'm hoping, as we set up for a pitch shot here on number 3, like, I can't believe they have not done any sort of apparel drop or equipment drop. Yeah, they have a ton of equipment in the game. That's perfectly fine. I don't expect a lot for that. But like, apparel drop, forcing users to use the same 2 sponsors or their EA brand is absolutely ridiculous, and not even giving us like a roadmap towards that seems absolutely crazy, as we have a left to righter here. I just want to sprinkle that in because Wow, that broke so hard. I feel like I missed that on day 2 a couple days ago as well, so not my finest putt there. We do have a tap-in par, so thankfully we got the eagle on 2. We're in a great spot here. 2 under through 3 is a good spot to be in, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that in this video because, like I said, I took about 3 days off from recording and was hoping to see something at least talked about, and their forums are still dead. There's no updates on their Twitter, and it's just like, this is what everybody feared, and like I might be in the small percentage of people that really enjoy the base game, albeit it's buggy. It's really disappointing to see that the people that they really need to grab back that are just saying this game sucks and they want to stay on 2K, it's really disheartening to see that they seem to don't care about those people and they're just okay with people saying this game's bad. So we take a 4-iron. This might be too much club, but it is severely downhill. The wind is going to take some of the distance off because it's going to spit it back to the right pretty hard. 10 mile per hour wind. So I think 4 is okay. I might take a little bit off this. And in fact, I overswung. So not what I wanted to do there. This needs to sit, which it might. Sit. 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 Oh, if I took that little bit off I asked for, it would have been perfect. Good shot there, though. That's a tough pin placement.
That's going to wind up being too long.
We'll try and chip this one in. You never know. Got to be careful with this. We don't want to kill this. Yeah, it's a good chip. Left it in a safe spot coming back up that hill, but yeah, I don't know. Like, for how much I'm loving this game, and like the career mode is the best career mode that is any golf game right now. I think it's really good. I think the challenges are very challenging. I think the way they presented the career mode is very satisfying, but there are so many bugs still glaringly obvious in this game. There's some very big holes, as you see. Henley bogeyed again. Yeah, I'm just hoping for a content update. Like, again, I don't care about courses if they don't have the game modes for people to enjoy online. Courses mean nothing to me if I'm playing career mode only. But adding more golfers in the game, I think, is a big opportunity. Adding more game modes for online, especially with that hint of the Ryder Cup coming up soon. Like, they want to add that game feature in. It was one of the big things they talked about, and I don't know how you possibly can do that if you don't even have the online supported game modes. As we rip an absolute missile down here, 273 into that uphill fairway, so really good shot there.
Fine tee shot right there.
Kind of just venting at this point. I'm just a little disappointed. I don't want to take that away from the fact that we're playing at the Masters right now, but it is a little annoying, hoping for, you know, any sort of announcement, not getting anything. So anyway, we set up for a 4-iron here again. This is the part of the course we talked about in the first 2 rounds. It's very difficult to get out of here with a under par score. Right now we're kind of just hitting and hoping, as this needs to sit. So that wind, albeit strong, just did not hold that up. So as you can tell, we're playing with the wind number off, so we only get the direction, which makes it a little bit more challenging to figure out what the wind's doing. I think the wind died a little bit more than I was anticipating, and a 4-iron was definitely not the play there. So kind of killed it through the wind, probably hit it a little bit too firm as well. But here we go, pick shot out of the bunker. This is important to get this one close. Go, go. A little on the safer side. I probably needed to give that a full swing or 56.
Maybe like to run that up a little further.
Pretty straightforward putt here, left to right, and then cuts back to the left just at the end. So I think I'm gonna aim this one pretty straight up the hill, give it a good pace, see if we can knock it into par. Yeah, so we're playing safe golf right now, and we got that eagle, which was a beautiful eagle. That second shot was what Masters winners need if they're trying to put on the green jacket at the end of the week here. So we remain 2 up on second place there, and we're kind of just cruising right now as we head to the very, very difficult par 3 6 Juniper. This, thankfully, we're in that lower part of the green. Doesn't make it any easier. You have that monster bunker right in front there, but that top shelf on the right has just, I don't know, it's one of those shots that just fools me so much, as we're gonna club down because we got the wind helping us here. Hopefully we can land this one shot. I'm gonna add a little bit more loft to this just so we can make sure we get it up in the air, let the wind push it forward, land it soft, just see if we can get a putt at this. I've hit it a little bit right. It's not exactly the cleanest shot, and wow! So unlike the last Unlike the last hole where the wind didn't stop our ball, the wind picked up on this hole and threw that shot all the way through the green. That was, I fully did not expect that to sail through the green like that. Look at this beautiful shot. Look at all the flowers. And this is the part where I talk about the good things about this game. This looks absolutely immaculate. You got the beautiful scoreboard. You got all the patrons that are absolutely loving this. You got them even in the fairway before they wait for the other person to tee off. The trees look excellent, albeit they don't really move for the amount of wind, which is kind of weird. You got all the beautiful flowers, different colors of the greens, the hills, everything about Augusta. That is one thing this game has done absolutely fantastic, and I don't care what anybody else says. They must be playing on toaster ovens. Oh, sit, as I butcher the pitch shot. What is happening on this hole? That was into wind as well. Well, maybe I was observing the course a little bit too hard and a little bit of a brain fart. So we gotta reel this one back in here. 20-footer up the hill, right to left. Come on, Mike, save a par here and don't screw me over. It's a good putt. It's not going to get there. Oh my God, it just had enough legs. But this is one thing this game does well. The presentation, like I said, especially around the majors. I think the game looks great. Some people will strongly disagree with that. I guess everybody has their opinions. I don't understand the comparison between the graphics on 2K because it's night and day in my opinion, but
precision is more
please, EA, this is a plead from me who is thoroughly enjoying your game. Get the people excited again. Start patching your game. Do not leave a game that you've been working on for so long and not had in, what, 7-8 years go to the... just get shit on again by the fact that you don't want to patch it. So regardless, let's focus back up on the Masters here. We got a very difficult tee shot here with the wind kicking right to left, probably about that 9 to 10 mile per hour wind we were talking about. Put a little bit of a draw on that one. Perfectly down the right side. As long as it holds up in the fairway, we should have a really good shot into this difficult green. And we've actually thrown some pretty good shots in this green in the last 2 rounds, so definitely a favorite hole here.
Coming up, and we say hello to
it is severely uphill.
Yes,
wind is going to hurt.
35 yards left to the flag. Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
I think I have to use a soft 9 here because I know this is a severely uphill pin, and I've used a pitching wedge here when there hasn't been this much wind, and we didn't get it to the flag. And then there's wind, but it's not. It's more of a crosswind. I think I can. I'm skeptical of a pitching wedge here, but I'm gonna try and crush this pitching wedge. I think this might be a 9, but we'll try. It looks like it's more of a crosswind right now. I've hit it about as hard as I can. Go! Yeah. I had that gut feeling, and I should have stuck with my gut that I felt like a 9-iron was required there. The wind kind of fooled me because even here it looks like it's more crosswind. Even the flag looks like it's completely crosswind. So we gotta pick this one out beautifully. I'm gonna add a little bit of distance here. Stay with the 60. I think a 60 is enough, especially since we want the loft. I'll add a little bit of loft. I'll add a little bit of power. Let's see if we can splash this just onto the fringe and roll it out. Or even on the green, I think we'll stop it in time. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to happen.
Good-looking pass.
So, other than the eagle, we're kind of playing just par golf at the moment, but in the wind and the conditions we got, that's why I was so happy about that eagle. I mean, that was an absolute masterclass of an eagle. We'll keep the scorecard clean up into this point. Head to the par 5 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have been enjoying all this Masters content. This has been super fun as Henley gets back to 10 under par, so not too much between me and him, but there seems to be a big gap between second and third now. I think that was 3 strokes, so definitely some bogeys being made out there. So it's not like we're out of the woods yet, having that later tee time. And now we can rip this with the wind helping us. Aim it straight down the fairway, let the wind hopefully pull this one. Good strike. Should be able to get this one clear of the bunkers with the rollout, and we might be able to go for this one in 2, depending on where the flag is. Again, shout out to all the UK guys. I see all your comments. I love them all. You all want me to go for it in 2, and I will definitely oblige when it makes sense. but it only if it makes sense. And I think this one actually does make sense given the back pin placement. If it was at the front, it's very hard to stop it. I think I might even be able to muster with the wind a really high towering fade shot over this tree. The wind should get it on the green, and maybe we can stop it back there, but let's have a rip at it. I mean, we're in a safe spot, 11 under par. This isn't too crazy of a shot because there's not a lot of issues around the green other than some hills. So let's screw it. Let's go for it. I don't think this will quite get there. That's a really long putt, but we are aboard on 2. This will be a very difficult uphill putt to get it back there. It's not as uphill as I thought. So we'll add, you know, we'll putt this out to about 115.
But talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just
I'll add a little bit more. Let's see what happens. This is kind of just a hit and hope. We got to hit it hard through this first break, get it to the second hill. If we can get it to that second hill, it should release down to the pin. If we come up short here, this will be very difficult. We didn't quite give it enough to get to that second hill. So not horrible. Needed a lot more pace at the start of the putt. And this will be a very difficult second putt. So not the greatest effort by any means. I think I had the right idea, but like I was saying, you have to give it enough pace at the beginning to get it to that second. So I actually kind of forgot how hard this green is. Looking back, that was a very bad attempt at going for this in 2, but pretty straightforward birdie putt, about 21 feet. It is severely uphill, so we do have to give it probably double the pace. It will go slightly right to left and then straighten out. So pretty makeable birdie. Not the closest I've ever been. And we had just enough legs to drip a birdie in, so kind of a little unconventional birdie there at number 8, but we do make the birdie. We're safely in with 1 under, get to 12 under, restore the 2-shot lead.
Par 4 ninth is intriguing here at Augusta National. This is where you can see just how hilly.
And we're kind of approaching the part of the course where if you get out of here under par, it's pretty much a phenomenal day, not just a good day. Obviously, Amen corner, we have the 9th hole here. 10th is a very difficult hole. We had that super long putt on day 1 at, I believe it was 11 on the par 4, which we kind of stole one. Then we made par and made birdie on 13, the par 5. So definitely some scoreable conditions out there for the first 2 days. With the wind, that par 3 is going to play extremely difficult. So
from the fairway,
an opportunity here. We know this is severely uphill. I will have to club up here.
Get it close to this hole that's cut right in the middle tier of this green. Players able to use the backstop and use it as a backboard to pull the ball close to the hole, but you have
not really going to try that too much. We'll use it a little bit.
Come off to the front edge.
I've overkicked this. I've kind of overcooked that one a bit to the left. I think that was the absolute right club. I definitely needed to club up. Kind of hit it a little too much on the overswing with the wind. It kind of just took it and rode it to the left. Got it to the pin high, which is definitely not bad as we complete chapter 2 proficiency. So, hey, we complete a new chapter in our career. This is a very swingy putt here. We're going to aim it way up to the left and just hopefully we get a trickling pace where it falls in the cup. Right idea, a little too firm. That definitely was not a trickle pace that I was hoping for. I think that was perfect line. It's just a little too much pace. And now we got a pretty flat putt right to left in the cup for a par as we make the turn. 3 under par for the day thanks to a beautiful eagle at 2. Our first eagle at 2, I believe, all week. We haven't really had that much luck there. And the leaderboard is kind of falling off the pace. A lot of people there at 6 under par. 7 under par was only 1 or 2 people. And then it's kind of Henley and myself in a league of our own. So for us, this is boding well. Again, we have 9 holes remaining today and another hole round tomorrow. But right now, starting to get that little sweet taste of potentially having the lead through this round. So we need a good draw here on 10 again. This is a very difficult hole. A lot can go wrong. Elevated tee box, you just need to kind of hope the wind keeps it out of the pine straw. And this one is completely grabbed by the wind and is going way right, even with the draw that I tried putting on that. And we end up in the pine straw right behind a tree. So Like I said, as I was about to say, we have a lot of golf left. Can't get too far ahead of ourselves. I proved that point right now, and I think we're just going to try and punch this one back onto the fairway through whatever crap this is. We're not going to be able to get too much out of here. Anywhere down on the fairway here is a good shot, so, well, let's just see what happens. Yep, got it out, hit the tree, which is fine. This might roll out to the rough, but thankfully the pin placement is on the left, so no, it stops before the rough, so. Oh, no, that's a hell of a punch shot through the tree. As you see my guy, he's saying, well, I mean, about as good as we got. It's either that or you lay up super far to the other side. I think a pitch shot is the play. We're just going to have to take some juice off of it, get it up there. Hopefully the wind stops it a little bit and we have a putt at par. This is a very difficult hole we made very challenging with that pretty poor effort off the tee. This should release towards the cup, and that is a very good shot and a pretty realistic chance at getting a par here. 7 feet 5 inches. You can see the intensity on our guy's face. Not a lot of celebrations here today. Right to left up the hill. Come on, Mike. Oh, damn it. I thought I had enough pace to take some of that break off, and it just proved that it was a lot more break than we had anticipated. So, misread by me there. We finally drop a bogey, similar to like so many people today, but we're still in a great spot. We're still 2 under par for the day. Henley drops another one, so a couple drop shots here in the mid part of the round. And now we approach the beautiful Amen corner. A very long par 4. They brought the tee box back about 20 yards, so here we go. Tee shot is required here. A good tee shot is required here, sorry.
This hole was lengthened 15 yards.
That looks to be just about as good as I can hit it into this wind. It's going to be a long way back, as we only carried that one 291, and I say only because it is a downhill fairway. For comparison, we were up by those trees on day 2, so very long way back there. Still a beautiful 300-yard shot, but now we got a very difficult.
Second at 11.
It is downhill quite severely, but the wind will push it back to the left. I'm going to give it a little bit of help here. Okay, the controller support in this game is horrible, man. I pressed left on the thumbstick once, and it's like, oh, you want a massive fade? I swear this isn't me ripping on the game today. I've just found some things that I've just liked lately. Wind? Okay, so unfortunately, the wind directional thing kind of fooled me there, because even from here, it looks like the wind is completely that way. But I guess from where we were, it was more into our face, because I barely got that ball to pin high, and it didn't move to the right at all. So, yeah, we got to get this one close. A very difficult par 4, followed by a bogey, is not what I wanted. Not the greatest effort there. But this green, thankfully, is very, very flat. So 8 feet 9 inches. Kind of making a mess of this back 9 already.
Right about 9 feet here.
But again, almost completely straight, just slightly downhill. Played a little bit to the left side of the cup in case it does break. Okay. So we save par on hole 11 as we head to the ever-famous, beautiful par 3 here. With the wind, is going to be an absolute nightmare today. Look at those flowers. Beautiful pink azalea flowers.
Are the colors more vibrant than right here? Hole number 12.
Golden Bell. What's she gonna play like today?
So much harder is figuring the mysterious.
So the wind is going to be in our face. It's going to be swirling. We're gonna need a full, and I mean an absolute full 9-iron. We're gonna have to aim it to the left side, because if it swirls it to the right, oh geez. All right. Wind? That's okay. It's in a safe spot. It's about as good as I can ask for today, with not knowing if the wind was going to swirl up there. We'll take that one every day. So hopefully tomorrow in our Sunday Reds, we'll have a chance of walking down there with the lead. But again, it's just there's too much golf remaining to really go in the hole.
Yeah, what a shot.
I mean, that may have been the easiest chip in I've had in any tournament. However, we'll still cheer. That is a birdie. That is a birdie at the very difficult par 3. Left ourselves in a perfect flat spot and was just able to, like, again, that was, that's one of those where I played enough golf games where if I didn't chip that in or at least get it very, very close, something was wrong. That was a complete straight chip. But hey, we got a birdie on Golden Bell. We'll take that. We're back to 3 under for the day. Very respectable score. And we got to slingshot this one around. So I'm actually going to add a very big fade onto this one. Let's just rip this one. Another beautiful tee shot here. Again, the flowers look so good in this game. Yep, big old fade around the trees. This should end up. Don't hit. Oh, gosh, please. Okay. I did not think those were even in play, and they didn't really hurt my ball that much. 303-yard drive.
Finished up actually all
yeah,
right.
I'm a little I guess I kind of risked it, but
great place to go after this green from the left side of the fairway. Player able to control their ball flight and hopefully control the spin.
This is going to snap to the left, not snap, but come off left because we're on a side hill lie. We're going to add a big fade to this. The wind's going to try and straighten it out. So we're going to aim for the left side of the cup. The wind should help. We'll see what happens. We got lots of green to work with. As long as we hit this firm enough, the water should not be in play. That straightened out so much more than I thought. Oh, Mike. Why did it straight? I was on a side hill lie, dude.
And it is going to wind up in the hazard.
Frig. I actually thought there was no chance that was in play.
Added in, now lying 3, readying for shot number 4.
Oh, you doofus. That was such a good. I had the right idea. I'm being completely honest with you. I thought being on a side hill lie with the wind like that, I thought there was no way it was going to straighten up that much to even come close to that. If anything, I thought we were going to be left. Completely honest. I aimed like 15, 20 feet to the left of the flag. But again, neither here nor there. You can't take back the past. Now we just got to get this up and down. Land soft. Stop. Sit. Okay. So we can escape here with a par, but... oh, man, what could have been such another good, a very crucial birdie has now turned into a par putt. But thankfully, we do save the par. We remain at 3 under, 12 under for the tournament. Kind of just shaked her head at, I guess, the choice. I thought that was perfect. Cam Young now up to 8 under, so as they get past the difficult part of the course, there's some scores being dropped there.
Is the challenge here.
Man, that felt so good, and then it just stayed dead straight. So a little weird.
Is the green.
All right, here we go. Big rip here.
Champion Ben Crenshaw considered this to be one of the most difficult.
Yep, good tee shot. Very, very good up the left side. Should roll down to a little bit more towards the center.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday.
Yeah, great. So 263 just because of the elevation. You can't really have too much carry, but it did roll out to 292. We got ourselves a P wedge, probably.
The most attractive feature of this hole is the dynamic design of the green, cut into 3 separate sections, guarded by an amazing false front where the ball will come all the way off the front edge.
I don't think I want to land it short, because if I land it short, it's going to kick off this downhill slope and go through the green. So I think I'm going to aim out well enough to the right, put a little bit of a draw, not that much. Okay, controller, can you please stop for the love of God, Jesus? And the wind should carry this back to the pin. That is one bug, and I've tested my controller. I've tested other controllers. This could be really good. And that's what I was afraid of, just a little bit of a too firm of a bounce. Oh, that was a foot from being perfect. Still really good.
Shot safely on the green.
But I've tested multiple controllers. I've tried other games. I've tried 2K.
Still to go.
For whatever reason, this game has, if you go to use a little bit of fade or draw, at least for me, there is a bug where it takes that and snaps it all the way. So like if I lightly tap the thumbstick to add just a little bit of a draw or fade, it's recognizing that as I want to add full amount. And it's really frustrating. But anyway, up the hill putt, or sorry, pretty flat putt, up the hill at the end. Big right to left. Let's see if this can go in. Not an easy putt by any means. Turn. No, it tried to. Little too firm. I got a mustache hair going into my nose right now. It's very annoying. It shows you that I gotta
No
I gotta
issues
trim the
there.
beard, getting ready for the
And
hot
this will
weather.
remain a 3-shot lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are having a beautiful time here at the Masters. I hope you guys are enjoying. Henley gets bogey on 13 there, so
on this second 9,
we're still looking good out there. I mean, we're 3 shots ahead of the second. We're 3 under par for the day. It's not like we're dropping anything crazy. We're kind of just holding our own and playing confident golf, and it's working at the moment. So there we go. Aim a little bit on the right side. Try and fade it back in. The wind will keep it a bit more straight. But that is another absolutely monster drive here on the par 5.
It all looks so simple.
But I got to show you guys out. I say it all the time, and I'm going to keep saying it. You guys are crushing all the views and all the subscriptions. I think we just passed 400 subscribers over the weekend on YouTube. In a month is crazy. A month and a half. TikTok is at like 2,000 followers, and we've had like 2 videos go over 1 million views. You guys are psychopaths. But again, thank you guys so much for just continued support. It's so much fun making all these videos. Thank you for checking out the Star Wars playthrough as well. That's been a lot of fun. But here we go. We're going for it. But again, we kind of always go for it on this hole. If we end up long, it's not the end of the world. There's a lot of these really aren't coming back off the hill. So trying to play it to come off the hill with a big, you know, playing with the wind and then just kind of leaving it out left every single time. So side hill lie really not being too much of a factor today. But we'll give a wave to the patrons there as we cross the bridge here at the par 5. Caddy carrying our beautiful golf bag.
This is third.
We'll pitch this one back up, laid it on the hill.
Here, choose wrong, and you will find the water.
Here we go. Requires a very delicate touch. Let's get up and down for another birdie. That one sounded very thin, and it needs to stop. Okay. Not as thin as I thought. That sounded very weird. Almost sounded like a mishit. Now left ourselves with an up the hill to putt, right to left. I'm not going to give it as much break as the last putt because it felt a little slower. See if we can't drop this one. So really, we're taking advantage of the par 5s today. We're now 4 under through the par 5s. We snuck that birdie in at Golden Bell somehow. Im now at 9 under, so he's starting to climb the leaderboard. Henley still at 9 under, and we've gotten our lead to 4 now. 4 under for the day, 4-shot lead going into 16. Again, it's one of those things where I'm not playing that well. Like I'm playing well. I'm playing strong golf. But it's not like those other tournaments where you see like a 9 under round dictate who is in the lead going into the final round. Like, we're just playing very steady Freddy golf, and it is working wonders right now. So let's just keep it up. We got 3 holes remaining. Starts with this difficult par 3. I'm gonna have to club down to a 9-iron because the wind is helping us. We got to try and get it on that top shelf without flying the green because that bunker shot will be extremely delicate. So hopefully the wind actually helps us here. It's kind of been a mystery all day to me. But it is helping us a little bit, so let's see if it can get our ball to that back pin location. Go. Go! Oh, it tried to so much. Oh, it got there, so that's a very good shot. Another like 3 inches, and that would have been a very, very close shot.
Birdie putt now at 16.
So right to left off the start, left to right at the end, so aim a little bit right.
All round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh my gosh, I went so much further left off the start than I thought. I mean, I did hammer that a little bit too hard, kind of a poor putt. But holy crap, even with the pace, I didn't think it was going to rip off the start like that. Now we got a downhill putt, right to left. I don't think it's going to move that much, just outside the right. Yeah, good par putt. So that birdie putt, I don't know. That was weird. I added pace, which I shouldn't have, but I did. And it just jumped so fast off that club. That was a little odd. But anyway, we head to the 17th. We have 2 holes remaining. 2 difficult par 4s. We know we've had our struggles on 18. So right now, to get through 17, you know, and a birdie would be crazy. A par is what we're looking for. And go to 18 with some confidence. This is a great round we got going. Another really good tee shot. So our tee ball today has been absolutely perfect. Really no issues from me off there. If I'm rating my clubs individually, I think the driver's nearly, I'd say, a 9.5 out of 10. I can't really remember. Other than that one that kind of flew right on us into the pine straw, they've almost been perfect.
Now from just over 170
and
yards.
now we gotta club up. We gotta aim right. This is another. I'm gonna add a little bit of loft and a little tiny bit of a counter shot. Just a smidge, if my controller will let me, just so it's not breaking super far and it has a lot of side spin coming into the green. I've underhit it, which is just going to sail this one. I mishit it. I was slow and I underswung.
That one offline and into the left.
It could have been really good, but unfortunately it just... the miss hit.
Digs into the bunker, getting
well, we got a bunker shot here, up and down a safe par. We've been good with this club pretty much all tournament long. A little bit harder than maybe I wanted to, a little fast tempo, but 5 feet 8 inches on the flat part of the green for a par. Can't really complain too much. Tiny little bit of break up the hill. Let's just drain another par here. It feels like we've been playing par golf for most of the day. Like I said, we did what we needed to do on almost all the par 5s. The 13th, very difficult up and down we had there. As Im drops another birdie, and now he's starting to drop them. So there's definitely makeable holes out there. Definitely some scoreable holes, and this is where the blood starts getting real exciting. As so aim this down the right side, try and cut off some of that distance, because I've found myself on the left side of the fairway a lot on this hole, and I'm just don't have the distance or the confidence with the bronze medal clubs to get that power shot in there. So I'm trying to cut a little bit off here as the driver sung through the green. Please carry. Go. Yes. Yes. Not exactly what I had in mind, but we just cut off about 30 yards making it through that tree branch. That was a little bit more right than I wanted, but now
up the hill, his second.
Yeah, up the hill. And here's the issue I have. The wind is 9 to 10 miles per hour. So we know that's going to add some distance. But this is such a severely elevated green, and that back tier is even more, that do I club down to a 9 and hope that the wind gets it there, or hit an 8 and hope that it stops? Okay, controller, stop. I'm not even touching the left thumbstick, for the love of gosh. Jeez Louise. All right, I think I'm going to hit a 9 and gamble, because on day 1 we double bogeyed because I was long. I can't afford to do that again. So hit a full 9 iron. The 9 to 10 mile per hour wind should help, and that should stop us on the green. Full 9. Get the wind. Get a good kick up. Go. Sit right there. Sit right there. Okay,
that's a good
about
shot.
as good as I could have done, honestly. Like, 8 would have been too
chance.
much. I mean, this green is just a nightmare in general. Like,
at 18.
right to left severely,
well, I've really
up the hill.
with how he's handled the speed on the greens, but this one is going to be a tester down the hill.
Sit.
Nope.
It's not down the hill, it's up the hill. But I appreciate it. All right, Mike, end with a par, please. Rammed that one in the hole, but there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very respectable 4 under par. Not even the low round. So Cam Young had a 5 under round. Russell Henley ended the day at +1, and we have now entered the final day, Sunday at Augusta National, with the clubhouse lead, putting on our reds, going out, playing alongside Sungjae for another opportunity, 6 to 9 mile per hour win. And we have officially given ourselves a very legitimate chance of winning the green jacket in our first debut as a pro.
Sunday at Augusta. 3 simple words that bring to mind those timeless images of yesteryear. And what lies in store today? What decisions to be made? What putts to agonize over? What roars will echo and reverberate through the second 9? And who will be left standing in the twilight, trophy aloft, sporting a new green jacket. This is the final round of the Masters.
Look at the
EA
galleries
Sports
at the
and
final
PGA
few
Tour.
holes.
So proud to present
Oh,
the
man.
season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're about to do
Today
something
could be a
very special,
coronation
but
of
we
the
have
world of golf,
18 grueling
champion
holes of
crown,
Augusta National in front of
green
us.
jacket
We're
awarded,
playing alongside
and
Sung
enough
J
memories
M.
created
We have Will
to
Zalatoris
last a
2 under
lifetime.
through 2.
It is the great challenge that all
Anything
these golfers
is
face,
possible
trying
at
to string
Augusta
4
on a
solid rounds
Sunday.
together,
But I
trying
hope
to
you guys
best
have enjoyed
Mother
this
Nature
series up to
and
here.
this
It all
course,
comes down to this:
and try to
68,
beat the
67,
entire
68.
field as
I
we
think
check
it's
the
going to take
leaderboard.
one of those rounds or
Our
better.
leader here on this
But we
Sunday
are now
is
teeing
our
off with a
featured
very
golfer.
legitimate
He's on top
chance.
by
Here we
3
go.
as he gets set to begin play.
Okay, the wind is very, very strong on hole number 1 here. Lands soft and remains in the
And that'll be
fairway.
just fine.
A breath
good
of
start
fresh
to this
air.
Final round, safely in the fairway at 1.
And we're off. Now we're going to play alongside Sung Jae and see if he has one of those crazy AI rounds where he just shoots a 59 and comes from behind. As hopefully for our sake, this is the one day where I hope to
that's
God
a
the
nice
AI
swing,
doesn't
and the
decide to
result
do that.
is gonna be a tee
Because
shot
now that
with
we're
a
right
setup
there,
just
we're
fine.
right there. We've worked so hard for 11 weeks on this tour.
This one will play a little
We're
bit
playing
longer.
on
It's up the hill
almost
to
the
that
hardest simulation difficulty. Again, I know you guys will be like, we'll take off this. I'm playing on what I want to play for the first season. And we've made it here as Sung Jae puts the pressure on hole 1 and throws the dart and points to the crowd saying, here I am, I'm coming.
Second shot coming up. Let's check
Now
in
we're going
for
to keep
the
this
first
8
time.
iron. We're going to aim out to the right.
159
Here we go.
yards left to the hole. Pin sitting on the right.
Come on, wind, help that. Come on, wind, help that to the left. All right, well, we're not as close as Im there, but we given ourselves a birdie putt, and that's about as good as I could ask for.
Inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the leg.
Oh gosh, it's so downhill. Good speed, really. I mean,
got
it's
it
still
there,
rolled
but
out, but it's still
not
good
quite on
speed. I just
target.
didn't get the break enough.
A dead-on look here for birdie.
So one thing, I don't know if you guys follow the Apex out, but he just posted a really good video about, like, 5 or 6 things he'd really like to see changed
Yeah, that's a
about the
good
game.
putt.
And
It's a
one thing
birdie
is
here
the
at
AI,
1.
and not like it is very
And
cool that you
that's
can
gonna
play
bring
alongside
him
an
in
AI in
two
the final
red
round.
figures for the round and
Let me just finish
13
this
under
up.
for the tournament.
It is really cool, but the AI
That is
seems
in for
very,
par here at
not
the
that they
first.
seem unrealistic, it
This
just
is gonna
seems
stay
like the
a
AI is
two-shot
predetermined. Like, he played in the Masters, and in his final round, Scotty Scheffler
Now
shot the
the
course
second
record of like 57 or
575
58,
par 5 down
and
the
he
hill
had no
here at
chance of
Augusta
winning because that
National, one of
happened. And it's
two
like,
fives on
yeah, it's
this
cool to
first
see.
9.
That is
This
so
is a place where
unrealistic.
you can
Nobody is
make
going to go out
something
there on the
happen
final
and
day of the Masters and
jumpstart your
shoot
round.
that well. And it just seems, like I said, I've talked about it in my videos, you go out with one of these guys and it's just like, okay, he's either going to do that or he's not. And it's going to look very fake either way. So for us, and this is also what's weird, is 12.6% off power. It's like, it's determining where he wants to be.
Yeah, this is a good
and then,
drive.
so
Once
he
you
wants to be
trundle
at
down the hill a bit.
226.
Well
I don't know,
done
there's
off
some
the
tweaks
tee
they
here
can
at
make to
hole
make
number
this, like,
2.
pairing feel more realistic, because while it's, like I said, while it's interesting to see an AI do shoot that, and I think it could happen every now and then that somebody shoots around a 60, it seems to happen in almost every single AI pairing where that is now extremely unrealistic. This should carry the bunker and go a long freaking way. So hopefully they tweak that, but for
that
us,
took the turn in
I
this
can't
fairway
focus on what
perfectly.
he
That's gonna
does.
get
We
a
know the
good
AI
amount
is
of
just
run
gonna,
out and gonna leave
it's
a
either gonna
great angle to
determine he's
attack
winning,
this second
and I
green.
gotta play the best golf I've ever played, or he's not, and we still have to play really good. So 387, 206 left here. An eagle to start
From
our
the
round
fairway.
would be
Let's go
very,
to
very,
Noda.
very,
Hole
very
is
good at
sitting
this
in the
point.
eagle location,
As Im
back
sets
right
up with an
players
iron, he's got a
are gonna look
chance
at
to get
this
on
and
in
really
two.
try and be aggressive. Ball
He
is
just
set
gets
up
it
to go
past the
left to right,
tree.
which is exactly
This seems
what
to be
this
an
shot
okay
requires.
shot if it gets back there. Wow, a really good bounce for him. And Unfortunately, I think we have the unrealistic AI for the final round as he drills his second shot to 4 feet on the par 5. And now for us, I'm just going to have to play a bit of a draw over this bunker. I don't even know if I can land that even remotely close to where he just did. But again, I can't focus on what he's doing and be baffled as this looks to be good. Sit soft. Yeah, I mean, I played as high of a fade as or draw as I could have there, and it still carried through. So for me, I'm okay with that. I can get this up and down, maybe even a chip in here. A birdie would be exceptional. But like I said, can't focus on what Im's AI is deciding for him. Yes!
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had to be thinking about,
you know what,
that
Im?
Kind of talent
You're not getting away with it that easy today. Not today, baby.
Shot right there. And
as we
that is
eagled
an
the
eagle.
par 5 second for the second straight day. Like I said, just focus on what we can control as Im gets to 3 under through 2.
Advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
And this is what we gotta compete with. Zalatoris 8 under through 4.
Onward now to the classic 350-yard par.
That eagle sets us up for a good front 9. Again, we are just gonna gotta stay composed and see what we can do. We've really not shot a crazy round here. I think the lowest we've shot is 5 under par. So will it require that to compete with Sungjae? It might. But right now, control what we can control. Keep making the good, smart choices.
Set up nicely in the fairway.
I think on a day like this, I'm going to club down and try and get it exactly where Sungjae just hit it. Because a flat surface at 100 yards on a difficult hole, I think is better than, that was a bad swing, but it still will work out. I think it's better than going into that collection area with the front flag position and short siding yourself. So at least we have some green to work with. At least we're coming in from a better angle.
Right side of the fairway here for this, his second.
Yeah, let's get a good strike on this. Aim out to the right, let the wind pull it back towards the pin. Land soft. Kick left. Wow, dude. Well, that's not what I wanted to see, and we're in that collection area anyway, so.
Needed maybe half a club
oh,
more,
I can't believe the wind killed it that much. That just ballooned as soon as it got to the apex.
7 yards left to the flagstick.
Well, at least he hasn't thrown a dart in there. Oh boy. Okay. Well,
that's not too bad.
Definitely need a 56 there. I thought being from a full swing wedge, we could have kept that one a little away from the wind and just, I don't know, maybe a bad club selection. But again, same what I said yesterday. You can't erase the past. Focus on making a good swing on the next shot. Release. That fringe just killed that ball.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Come on, Michael. This would be an absolutely monster of a par putt save, a par save. Oh, I thought it was in, man. Ah, dang it. A bogey is really what we did not need at this point in the round.
Players can focus so much on the break, they forget about the slope.
Oh, man.
This has to be hit a little firmer than normal.
All right, well, I mean...
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he moves to 2 under for his round. 14 under for the tournament.
That's a little annoying.
For a bogey here at the third.
I'm annoyed at myself for that second shot. I'm annoyed that the AI is now 4 under through 3 on Sunday at the Masters.
Now to the fourth, an excellent par.
It is what it is. Like I said,
a solid,
we have a chance. We gave ourselves that chance. There's no point in being upset about it. We got to go in and take it from him now because it's going to require our best, absolute best golf to give ourselves a chance, as he has now flared this one into the bunker. So, again,
and that
maybe it's just a good start. Can he finish? We'll see. This is such a difficult shot. Turn. Oh. This is going to be tough, ladies and gentlemen, and we knew it would be. I knew this would be the ultimate challenge, as my game just minimized for some reason. We knew this would be the absolute ultimate challenge. It's the Masters after all, but unfortunately, we've kind of given ourselves some tougher looks here. These pin placements are so difficult, and this is the first time we're seeing Masters Sunday pin placements, so not a bad effort. It needed legs. I knew it was slightly uphill. I gave it a little bit, but that seems a little bit on the slower side than I expected. So we'll see what Sanjay can do here.
Popular place here at the fourth. Many players finding their balls in this right bunker.
Not the best effort I've seen out of an AI.
Still have a chance to save par.
We got a par putt. He has a par putt.
10-foot putt left.
Aiming way out left, which usually means he's figured out the read. Oh, Sunday Masters, baby. You never know what Augusta is going to throw at you. Anything is possible. This is actually to gain a shot on Sanjay here. Up the hill, slight right to left.
That's in. It is a good par.
That is a very respectable par at a very difficult hole. And now Sanjay to tap in his bogey. Oh my word, we got drama early. And all of a sudden the scorecard has a blemish after going 4 under through 3. List now at 9 under. Those guys aren't out of it either. That's the scary thing, is just because we had like a 4-shot lead doesn't mean that any of these guys that were at 8, 7, 8, 9 under par can come from literally anywhere on the scorecard for that matter and put up some birdies to put pressure on both of us. So here we go. Again, just focus on what we can control, which is a good driver. We've done just that. A little bit more on the left side than I was planning for, but definitely a safe shot. Pretty far down there on this hole. 292, 319 carry, 188 to the flag. Great tee shot there. Exactly what we needed. Holy jumpins! The pressure is crazy. Good shot by Sanjay, a little bit farther back.
So a breeze.
This is a very long second shot, 233. It's like I was talking about, the AI is a little weird in this game because they prefer this point. Although he's taking this one low. Yeah, and that's another weird thing about the AI, is would an AI take 15% off his power to leave himself in a 233-yard point into this flag?
So after nearly
I gotta say no. So again, as much as I'm a little quote-unquote happy that he's messed up after that gorgeous, unrealistic start, it is a little weird. So for us, just got this on the green, way up in the air. Even this is long, so this needs to sit too, which it does get a nice soft bounce just off the back. Sit. Nope, that's going down. Okay, well, from a 7-iron, thinking I could stop that, we flew that 7-iron 191, and it rolled out 27 yards. So
in the air, it hit the green, but
I actually thought we hit that perfect, and oh.
Shot, and what a time for that. A hole out birdie, and he will surge into the lead. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
As we just saw,
that's so unrealistic, boys. Come on, EA.
Gonna make this pitch shot
the dude missed the green by 30 yards. Oh, go in the hole for me. No way.
Lovely pitch shot.
2 inches
Just
from
nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well.
This is so hard.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5.
Oh, there's no way he
remain
just
at
holed out
14
after
under.
missing the green by 30
Another good par 3
yards.
on this first nine. It's the 180-yard par 3/6.
Sungjae, give me a chance, dude.
Two-tiered green. Chance to make it 2, but you need to be precise on the
Oh,
tee.
that's a little silly. That's a little silly, but EA, how are we supposed to win tournaments if you have your AI programmed in every single event to shoot 57? This is Augusta, and the man just was 30 yards long of the green and holed out for a birdie. And then the next hole, he drops it to a foot on one of the most difficult par 3s on the entire course without another back-to-back heartbeat moment. You wonder why people think your game is a little unrealistic? Nobody goes into Masters Sunday and shoots a 56 or a 57. Please make your AI a little bit better, because now holding the lead after 3 rounds by 3 shots has been evaporated in 5 holes of the final round. What am I supposed to do? Like, actual, what am I supposed to do? Nope, this is coming down that hill. It's not far enough. Yep. Goodbye, ball. This is actually absurd. Sungjae Im, rated like 86 in this game, has a millimeter from a hole-in-one after another heartbeat moment. It's a good pitch shot. I mean, I'm doing as best as I can here, ladies and gentlemen. Augusta's not easy in this game, and somehow he's making it look like it's absolute, like a par 3 contest out here.
Par here at the 6th.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, 14 under. It's a good start. It's 1 under through, what, 6 holes? I just don't know how I rival, what, 6 under through 6 holes? It's actually nearly impossible.
This has been an absolute clinic, and that nearly the
5 under because of the bogey.
But instead, it is just a tap-in birdie.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless a miracle happens, I think the AI is just coded to shoot that 50-something, and
anything into the pine trees.
As good as I feel like I've played in this game, as much as I'm comfortable, I have like 200 hours in this game now, I don't think there is anything I can possibly do to match that. But it is Augusta on Sunday. I have not lost my faith yet. I think we can still pull this out. It's just, it's starting to get to the point where it's the AI's game, and we're just here for the second place consolation prize.
Follow through and a good start to this hole.
Oh, it's so weird. I'm almost wondering if the fix to that is turning off playing alongside AI, but like it's such a cool feature that like I shouldn't be punished by using it. But there is still a lot of golf to be played. Back-to-back heartbeat moments will not stop us. Another really good drive here. It should hang up on the right side here. 332, 112. Let's try and throw a dart, make a birdie, see what happens.
From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
15 under, Sungjae Im, leader now at Augusta National through 6 holes, almost 7.
All around it, and
Wow.
Requirement.
Little long there too, but I mean, based on what I've seen in the last 2 holes,
it's a solid
that's
shot,
probably a tap-in birdie for him.
But a little away from the band.
All right, Mike, let's see what we can do here.
His second.
112 yards left, pinned just on the front edge. sand wedge here, coming in just right of the hole, but looks good.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, oh, what, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Come on. It's going to be a lot of focus from here on out, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, if I want any chance to beat whatever Sungjae, whatever he ate this morning, whatever AI code he's on. Well,
just gonna sneak
he made
by.
a finally has a par on his scorecard.
Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7.
Let's go, baby.
He moves to 15 under.
Let's go, baby.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7.
He looks human all of a sudden.
And he'll stay at 15 under.
As we come to the par 5. And List is now at 10 under, so he gets to double digits. Only 5 back in the lead.
Downhill. The 8th is
wow, 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 wee wow.
You can certainly make an eagle here, but it requires 2 good shots and maybe a little luck. If you play it off the right, it'll kick down and leave you within eagle range.
Yep, good drive there. Beautiful. But we got our serious face on now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm. Hit fairways. Hit
2 under through the
of the
day
club
as we
face.
approach
That's
this
right
par
there.
5 is a great score. And this is another weird thing. The man just clubbed down to a 3-wood. Why?
Boy, the rhythm is definitely
So
there.
0% chance he can go for it in 2. Not that I'm saying I will.
Now from better than 300
We'll kind of
yards
determine
out,
what
the
we're going to
second
see from
to the
Sungjae
par
here.
5.
A low 4-iron, it looks like. Maybe a 3-iron, depending what he has in his bag. 203 carry, 217 rollout. Exactly 100 yards in for Sung.
So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Nope, can't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Not too much wind. Not that I don't want to. I legitimately can't, and then I'll have the most impossible putt for that eagle. So no thanks. We'll lay up to this flat part here. Beautiful layup there. 229, 68 yards. Should be very straightforward up and down for another birdie here.
Looking for a good one.
Should.
This one's looking good.
Oh, God. Well, it's a par 5. You kind of got to expect that.
8 or 9 feet?
Anybody really should take a pretty easy opportunity to get that.
Nota, this is 3rd.
Ball came up in the right half of this fairway, which cuts off the angle, so it's going to require a precise effort to get it tight.
Go. Go. Man, the wind is so weird in this game. It really is. Off the tee, it immediately affects your apex, which doesn't make sense. And then with a wedge, it kills it at the top of the apex from 68 yards. Like, that just killed that ball probably 20 feet. Oh, man. Well, left to right, then right to left. So pretty straight putt, I think. I'm going to play a little bit out the right side because I think the back half of the putt is more...
Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's
not giving up that
now
easy,
at
Sungjae.
7 and 8.
Let's go. What a good putt.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie.
We're not out of this yet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
never a doubt, really. God, what a scorecard.
Will certainly help the cause.
6 under par now through 8 holes for Mr. Sungjae Im. For us, it's a measly 3 under par, but it's, I mean, 3 under par is what I guess I'm gonna need to shoot that on both sides.
From back to front. Approach
all right,
shots here that don't
EA,
have
please fix your controller support for the love of God on PC. It's so bad. Yep, a monster drive here. This is going to go a very, very long way. In fact, this may need to sit.
Yeah, that is a wonderful tee shot. Right where you want to be. Here
Wow.
at hole number 9.
Very long way down there, 371. Oh, man. I'm not looking forward to seeing what Sungjae Im pulls off at Almond Corner because I know that's going to be a struggle in today's wind. Pin placements, Sunday Masters. Wind, 20.9% off power. Why are you even using a driver at this point?
This is going to be a beautiful drive down the hill into
Like,
the big clearing.
He carried that
and
215.
it'll set up a good look at this 9th green.
Like, I don't get that. I do
From
not
the
get the
fairway,
programming
we
of the
check in with
AI.
Noda.
Very cool
from this
feature. I've
section
talked
of the
about that
fairway,
many
you
times.
have
I
an
like playing
opportunity to get
alongside
the ball
one.
close to
I
the
think it
back
adds a little
third
bit
of
more
this green.
pressure.
It's gonna
I just think
require
they
some
need to
good
play
calculations on
a little
yardage
bit
and proper
not
execution to
busted
get the ball to sit on the
to
right
really
plateau.
make it a good experience. As he laced an absolute missile in there again. 9
Good
feet 10
shot.
inches for
Safely on the green.
a birdie
Birdie chance.
at 9 here before we make the turn.
Pin
We
the
are in a
back
great
left
position
today as
here.
he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
It's uphill, wind, carry it to the backboard. Hopefully we can rope it back. I can't get there with a 56, so. And I've sent it right. Oh, it was so good, and then at the end, you can see on the shot, I slight right, I mishit it.
That's a good shot.
Oh, that would have been
Importantly,
so
too, a green in
perfect.
regulation, so birdie chance.
I hit it so well. Oh, well.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Oh, never in doubt. What a great putt that is. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that's going to be a very solid 432 here on this first 9 at Augusta National.
This is so hard. Yep. Never a doubt.
Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th.
I feel like I'm literally playing the best golf I've ever played in any video game, and it's only enough at 400 par through 9 to be tied for the lead after having a 3-shot lead going into this final round.
The first hole until 1935.
Oh, it's really pushing me to play, like I said, the best I've legitimately ever played, which, hey, I guess that's what Augusta does. I just don't think it's what you would see at normal Augusta like Masters tournaments. And why is this hanging out to the right again? Wind, do something to this ball. Oh, thank God it hit his foot, because now I might actually have a shot in. Okay, this hole is my bane. I had a little bit of a hiccup on the follow through, but like, come on, man. This whole hole bends to the left and I'm just leaving it out to the right every single round. Dang, dude. All right, Sungjae, what do you got for us today? 9 holes remaining, pending any possible playoff at the 2023, I think, season we're in. We might just be in the 2020. No, we're in 2023. I think that's the same schedule. It might be 2024, actually. I don't really know when they start you. Because, like, in my rookie, in my amateur, was I in the 2023 Masters or the 2022 Masters? So if I was in 2022, this is the 2023 schedule. If I was in the 23 Masters, this is the 24 schedule. So I don't really know. I should probably look that up.
Let's go to Noda.
Ball coming from this section of the fairway will produce a right to left ball flight, which makes accessing the left side of the screen much easier.
I mean, at this point, it's just stupid.
Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face.
We got a shot, ladies and gentlemen. We have a legitimate shot. In fact, I'm going to club down to give it even more loft. Oh, God. Is that tree too big? I got to go for it at this point. I mean, I either go for it and it gets there, or I go for it and it doesn't get there. Either way, it's like I lay up and I have the same result if it doesn't get there. So here we go. All All right, well, hit the leaf. That's not that bad. That's a pretty damn good shot from where we were. It's a putt at birdie at the end of the day. Can't really complain too much. If it hit the branch, that would have been.
That ball wasn't even going to land on the green, but it's finished up fine.
Okay, listen here. It's the idea, not the result.
Putt for birdie.
Wait,
this is back up
it's the result, not the idea.
Fortunately, not a great deal of movement to it, but there is a little bit of right to left.
I think it's going to snap pretty hard at the beginning, so I'm going to give this a good, generous break. Yep. Go in the hole. Go in the hole! Oh, it didn't have legs? It was that far uphill? I feel like the grid told me it was only a little bit uphill.
60% make percentage.
Oh,
from
no.
Here. This for birdie.
It's okay. Lots of golf. Amen corner.
Wow, just a hair off target. And those are the ones that'll drive you crazy.
No way he missed that. Out of all of the putts, he misses that. Holy crap,
So
we got away with one there. Holy crap.
And he'll hold tight. That's 17 under.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still here, we're headed to Amen Corner, tied for the lead at the Masters on Sunday. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more crazy events like this, and leave me a comment letting me know, like, let me know what you think of the AI. I think is the best way to put it, because I think it's a little weird. I mean, again, it's super fun to have them, but I think EA needs to do a little bit of tweakage there. We have honors here. Gonna give this a big rip down the right side. The wind should take it back to the center.
15 yards, so that now navigating a tee shot down the right side.
Big tee shot here. That's gonna go a very, very long way, and it will make this very long hole a whole hell of a lot easier.
Into the fairway.
308-yard carry, 345-yard rollout, 195 now. Still very long, but when you have a drive like that, it makes this one so much more relaxing. This is actually intense. Like, this is crazy, because I don't know what his AI seems like it's on that dialed 60 or better. But then he goes and misses a putt like he just did. He sends this one to the left side of the fairway. He's a long way back. Like, it seems so weird.
To make a hard game look easy.
But anything can happen. Like, it is Augusta. Even in a video game, it is Augusta. And now he's got 239 with water playing on the left. Oh, I can't believe what has been built out of that first 3 rounds to have a 3-shot lead, and now we're tied. Takes an iron, hacks it down there, and it's safely aboard. Again, I normally would say a 25-foot putt left isn't the most ideal. Sorry, excuse me, 50-foot putt. It's a lot longer than I thought it was. But with his AI, I mean,
welcome sight. Now one of the tougher second shots in golf. The second, you're at 11.
Club down. We have to. Downhill. Wind helping. Float a nice little 8-iron. Get a kick to the left, and it should be really good. Keep going. Keep going. All right, that's makeable. 13 feet 7 inches. So we took advantage of our distance off the tee. 50-foot putt for Sung Jae in for a birdie. And again, right now my mentality is this is going in. If it doesn't, then we've gotten away with it. No heartbeat moment. Doesn't mean it's not in. Okay.
Yep, not bad.
We've escaped another AI moment, and we have a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a chance going to the par 3 12th hole for a solo lead. Augusta National, the Masters Sunday. Up the hill, right to left. Not a ton of break, but it's going to break about a cup. I got to think it's going to break about a cup. It's breaking more than a cup!
Goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be.
Oh well, that is still a good result. And another weird thing the AI does: nobody in the world is aiming that far left and lipping it in on a 1-foot putt. It's just weird. But for us, we will tap in our par.
With no problem, it's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is.
Zero room for error now. Literally zero.
Welcome to the
An error costs the green
155-yard
jacket.
par 312. Maybe
155, 9 to 10 mile per hour wind. Very difficult pin placement. It's ever so famous.
Familiar with all the names. A bunker in front of the green and 2 behind. Club selection and trying best as you can to gauge the wind. Absolutely critical.
Okay.
And that one,
that's a tough shot because I don't think a pitching wedge. I wasn't comfortable hitting a pitching wedge because I didn't want it to come up short. But with that wind blowing like that, that was tough to gauge. I just took a little bit off a 9-iron and just hoped. And he's also sent this one pretty long, so a couple chips here coming up at hole number 12. Both safe from the water for now. This still is a very delicate chip shot, but pretty straightforward. It's going to go left or right. Get it on the green. Let it release. Could have been a tiny bit firmer, but 1 foot 8 inches to the hole. We're safely in there with a par.
It's all about getting it inside that
Sung Jae
3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice
very
shot.
well. That is a horrible shot by Sung Jae.
That needs to check up, but it's not going to, and that, I believe, is going to roll all the way off and down into Rays Creek. Okay, so add 1 to the total for the penalty stroke, and now he'll get ready to play his 4th to the par 3. He has a 12-footer.
Oh my God. And he's not even in for
Time
double.
to move on to the next hole.
And like so many players before him, the beautiful, difficult Golden Bell par 3, hole number 12 of Amen Corner,
That one safely in. It's
has
par here at
just
12.
gift wrapped
And
us
the lead's gonna stay at 3.
it gave us back that 3-shot lead. No.
Hole number 13. This is
All right,
where you
I can't get too
turn the tide,
invested in what just
make the
happened.
move,
Holy
make some
shit.
Noise. 1 hole and 1,000 stories, heroic ones, sad ones. Today, maybe a new one.
Turn a little bit.
Gonna work this up that
Yep,
left-hand
good shot.
side. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there.
Holy crap. As soon as he hit that chip, as soon as he hit it, the sound that I got was immediate. He just crushed this into the water. It was that very thin, like, you just put so much power into that. Holy crap, I cannot believe that just happened. After all the complaining I just did about how unrealistic the AI is. Okay, they must have hot patched him. They literally just hot patched Sung Jae in the We are seeing a monumental collapse, and there's no reason why I should ever be going for anything stupid in this final round at this point.
That's what he wanted to do.
As a fan of the game, as a fan of the sport, that is what you see all the time. That is a Brooks Koepka, Jordan Spieth, whatever you want in the most recent years. Go back 40 years, and that is a monumental collapse that just happened at hole number 12. A triple bogey.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance for birdie.
Wow, 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 wee wow.
birdie opportunity here at 13.
I mean, we're not out of it yet. He could very well just birdie out from this point on, but like,
this shouldn't be too difficult.
they absolutely just gifted me back those 3 shots that I started with.
Nope.
And he misses another birdie putt. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are having as much fun watching this as I am playing this right now, because this is crazy. Never count yourself out as we tap in our first birdie on this back 9 to get to 18 under par. Not that crazy of a round. We're only at 5 under. I mean, that is very, very good, obviously, but did what we had to do to just stay in the fight with Sung Jae, and then after an almost perfect 29 front 9, he shoots a holy crap at a triple bogey.
The 440-yard par 4 14th, the only hole at Augusta National without a single bunker.
That were at a stretch of the course where it's like smooth sailing.
Hole at 440 yards is a good one. The real
all right, big drive here. Stay composed.
Two-time Masters
the galleries are massive right now.
This to be one of the most
not curving as much as I want to the left, but it should still be safely aboard the fairway. Holy crap.
And that a good shot up the hill and into the fairway at 14.
What a absolute turn of events here. Through 13 holes, the shot difference is now 4.
That will do just fine. From the fairway,
I'm a little speechless. I actually like. I was like saying earlier that like things can still weirdly happen with AI, as he missed another green here. So the rails are definitely off for him.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that.
A weird little fist bump there. Don't know what he was looking at there, but.
From the fairway,
fully did not expect a triple bogey at that point. That's for sure.
The dynamic design of the green, cut into 3 separate sections, guarded by an amazing.
That's gonna be a very difficult putt, but
all the way off the front edge.
Up the hill. Got a chance. 30 feet 11 inches. Birdies really aren't in. Like, we do not need birdies from this point out. We really don't.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Oh, I thought we just drained another one. Oh my gosh. That's actually a good spot at the green to leave it. I'll have to remember that one. Maybe not as far down there as 30 feet, but it's a pretty straight putt. And Sung Jae just really is struggling with those chip shots. Holy, we are headed to the 15th, and I have a 4-shot lead at the Masters after really 4 good rounds. Like, it's not like in Sawgrass I had to shoot like a 9 under, 10 under par, whatever it was. My best round I had to shoot at Sawgrass to get that win. And now we have such a cushion that par golf, theoretically from this point out, par golf could very well win myself my first Masters jacket. That green jacket. Cam Young is having a phenomenal day again, 11 under par, so he's putting pressure on for that second.
It's called Firethorn. Traditionally, it has been the second easiest hole on the course.
Wow, man.
Behind only number 13. But it was lengthened in 2022 with an extra 20 yards added on, making that potential carry over the pond with a second shot that much tougher. This one's starting a hair right.
It's not going to go that far because I kind of didn't catch the slope, but
it all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it?
I'm feeling it now. Like, I can feel the excitement building up, and there's still 4 holes, including this remaining. So, gotta dial it back. Sung Jae with an iron again, hits the tree, just absolutely like this is almost as unrealistic of an explosion as it was at the start. This is
from the fairway,
what he did on the front 9. This is 1000% the exact opposite on the back 9.
There is trouble
like
everywhere.
Talk about like a bug in the code somewhere. it decided that, you know what, maybe it's like you're playing well enough that we're gonna dial this one. I cannot believe what we saw at Amen Corner. And it can happen. I mean, like, that's not the unrealistic part. We've seen it. I named a couple golfers that have been, unfortunately, completely bitten by that exact thing. But to see that after a man was in such control on the front nine. Uh-oh. This needs to... Okay, never mind. It looked from that angle like it was a lot farther left. We'll find our typical spot of just long. We'll have a pitch shot, and maybe we can make a birdie here and really put any hopes for the rest of the field.
And that continues
put the dagger in the nail in the coffin, whatever innuendos, not innuendo, whatever. You know, I'm nervous right now. I can't talk. That is a good shot there by Sungjae, a very good shot. So very weird approach into the screen, iron into a wedge, but
more evidence there. The swing,
maybe he's slowing it down, playing a little bit more conservative. Sit. Man, I can't figure out this green. I feel like I was a little too far back for a chip, and being uphill, a chip would have just died.
Now
but I'm not.
For another birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And the rest of the field squarely in the rear view mirror now.
Let's go, baby.
Up to a 5-shot lead.
I'm having flashbacks to Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. You remember that game when was it that game that had when you could play as young Tiger in his first Masters event, or was it the game before that? Either way, I'm getting flashbacks to those games. I remember being a kid playing these Tiger Woods PGA Tour games, and you know, playing as Tiger and winning the Masters and all that sort of stuff. And here we are. I'm in my 30s playing a video game for YouTube and having as much fun. That just shows you the evolution of games in this space. But man, oh man, what a fun event. We're not over yet. We got the 16th to deal with, but I mean, we played. This needs to go.
Oh, that is left. That's going to need to hang
go in the bunker, please. Oh, no.
Very rare mistake in what has been a terrific round.
Okay, that's not that bad. It's not the end of the world.
Into the water.
How was that short? The wind must be really strong now. It must be like 10 to 12 mile per hour. Because 9 mile per hour winds probably wouldn't have done it. Oh, he's crushed this ball. Okay, so he took a different approach and just made sure he got it back there. But he has the shot now. This could be another game shot. I'm not too worried about that. It came at the 16th. We can get this up and down for a bogey. Not the end of the... I might actually flop this over the bunker just to make sure we definitely get it over there. Yep, safe shot. Bogey putt upcoming. Drop shot.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that.
A little bit of excitement and nerve. But what I was going to say, regardless of that shot, was the objective this week was to play well enough in the first 2 rounds to have a shot at being in the final grouping. We did that, and we entered with a 1-shot lead. So, I mean, like I said, it's not over yet. It is not over yet.
It may be all about style points now. It's a 4-shot cushion with 2 holes left to play.
There we go. So we gave ourselves a chance on day 1 and 2. We played okay in round 3. It was what, 3-4 under. It's not like it was crazy, but the field struggled, and we held on to what we needed to do. Like this, when I sum up this week in terms of like people always say, well, this game's too easy. I don't think so. If anything, this day shows that it's not easy. And to shoot 4 under par on average between 4 rounds is really not that bad for a user-controlled player in a game. I mean, look at 2K. 2K, I feel like everybody online shoots birdie golf, if not better. You see scores, and it's like 20 under par, and it's like, how did they get that? I mean, I'm sure there's cheaters online, don't get me wrong. But it's like, how did they shoot that? And it's like, well, people just figure out the game. So to say my average for 4 days so far is 4 under par is not that crazy, and it was just enough to hold on. And we're now on the 17th hole with a 2 or 3 shot cushion over Sungjae Im, who went 7 under through 9 holes on the front, and we're still in the lead. Like,
from the fairway.
regardless of the easy, like the difficulty of the game, we're playing on pretty hard settings. No, I'm not playing on full simulation as he sunks another beautiful. Ooh, got a bad kick on him. Very bad kick. Well, we're playing on nearly simulation with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 settings I can turn off. My plan was never to play on simulation until we got through the first season.
146 yards left to the hole.
But to say that we're where we're at is like,
gotta get it back here.
That is 4 under round per day of pure conservative, aggressive, but strong golf. And right now I'm making mistakes because I'm kind of just in that mindset where I can play par golf and win this thing.
Into the fairway.
Will it win it? Maybe not. Go in the hole. That's another tap in par, and we will head to 18. Whether Sungjae needs his only shot of winning this is birdieing this to put pressure on me on the 18th, or me bogeying if he misses this. Oh my God! After a triple bogey, he is now erased. All right, now we got to get back into focus mode because he just erased that triple bogey. I'm still confident. I mean, I'm really nervous to see what his AI will do on the final hole, though, because if he throws a dart, I've not played this final hole that well in anything. He will have honors. So all of a sudden, after saying we had a 4-shot lead, he birdies 3 straight, very difficult holes, and has erased that deficit, and is now 1 shot back on 18. He will leave himself a mile back there. 194.
There at 18, holding the 1-shot lead, but that is safely in the fairway, and a big exhale there.
Why is it going left? I drew it. Oh no. Okay. That miss hit somehow was way bigger than I thought it was.
That is going to be ideal. So now up the hill is second at 18.
And it's never over till it's over. That's why you can't celebrate earlier. Not that I was celebrating. I was just talking about my chances at this course after playing well for so many holes, so many days. This will come back for him. That's a pretty good shot. It's a very difficult birdie that he has to make. But here's the thing. I have to make par now, at least. Come on, Mike. Getting all choked up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on hole 18 of day 4 of the Masters with a 1-shot lead. We have the patrons everywhere on this hole. We have 196. We have 183. We're playing 196 with a 6-iron. Hoisting this in the air, catching the wind. This has to get close, and we will win our green jacket. Oh, no way. That was a foot.
Got to be disappointing. Good line.
That was a foot from being the most perfect that I could have hit that. And now we have a blind. Fuck.
Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad.
Holy dramatics. Sungjae Im, 22 feet, slider right to left, down the hill for a birdie to tie the lead and put pressure for me to make it.
Oh, yeah, bottom of the barrel for birdie here at 18. And that will write an end to the round here today.
No fucking way. No way this is happening right now.
That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there.
There's no way. There's no way that that putt just snapped that much, dude. And I'll tell you what, it's not even going to snap that much coming down. Bro, that was an uphill.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he's going to fall out of the lead and wind up a shot back. Well, Frank, our featured golfer looking for that first major title. It won't come this week, but I think this is the kind of effort that says it won't be long.
It was a great achievement in my book. You know that you're so close to doing what you've dreamed of as a kid. I know in some people's books, close isn't good enough, but I tell you, it's the next best thing.
Oh, you've got to be
So that's it for us.
kidding
For
me.
Frank,
He
Noda,
drains
Iona, and our
5
entire crew.
birdies.
Rich Lutter saying, thanks for joining us.
Or 4
We'll
straight
see you
birdies,
next
sorry,
time
after a triple
on
bogey.
easports
To
PGA Tour.
steal the Masters from me. It wasn't even the 18th, man. The mistake that came from me was that bogey on 16 was like, I can't believe how much the wind held that shot up. But at that point, you're at a 4-shot lead. A bogey isn't that crucial until Sungjae's stupid AI erases his mistake, gives me a glimmer of hope. Oh, I can't believe I just lost the Masters by 1, dude. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why the volume got so loud, but you just witnessed a rookie in his first PGA Tour season choke the Masters with a 4-shot lead with 4 to play. I knew it would be difficult when I saw what kind of game Im was bringing. I mean, that AI, he shot, what, 8, 9 under for the day? I knew it would be an absolute challenge. I didn't think we were even in it until that 12th hole. Like, I thought for sure he was going to run away with it. Then he makes that triple bogey, and we have a 4-shot lead after birdieing the next par 5. A very, very stupid mistake on 16. And, like, if I was to do that hole again, obviously knowing what, like, hindsight, I would have clubbed up. But if I was to do that shot again blindly, I probably would have kept the same club. I kept a 7-iron. Like a 7-iron, normally you play an 8-iron-ish on that hole. I kept the 7-iron because I knew the wind, but a tiny bit of a mishit. And just the wind must have been like 10 to 12 mile per hour. And yeah, the bogey at 18 was just, that break was something else. Like, that second shot was legitimately an inch, like actually an inch from staying up on that green. Rolls back into the bunker. We pop out a pretty respectable pick shot to about 5 feet. And somehow up the hill, the putt breaks 3 cups in 5 feet. And we lose the Masters by 1. Out of everything that we've lost by barely or come second, that obviously hurts the most. But at the end of the day, I'm still extremely proud of how we played. We came into our second Masters ever, but our first Masters as a professional on the tour. Where is it? And we finish second behind Im, who is just destined to win that, even with the... I mean, kudos to that AI for coming back 4 straight birdies to win the whole damn thing, but that one's going to sting for a little bit. I still had a lot of fun. The Masters is an absolute treat. We head to the RBC Heritage, a tournament that I've talked about being absolutely if you've watched my RBC Live versus PGA event, or if you watched my course review, you know that I absolutely love Harbour Town Golf Links. It's one of my favorite courses, one of my favorite tournaments that has kind of emerged as a crowd favorite in the last, 20 years. But ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Masters Week. Again, I apologize. I wanted to be standing there with the green jacket. I wanted to see what kind of presentation they would have had. But we will have to wait until next year, and we will set our eyes towards the PGA. 2 over for the last 3 holes is going to sting, but I'm a human. I make mistakes. I still don't regret any of those club selections. I don't regret any of those shots. It's just circumstantial. A tiny bit of a miss hit, a tiny bit more wind than I was expecting on both those holes is the difference. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I appreciate all the love and support. There's going to be a lot more videos. We got 3 more majors on the year. We're still in top spot for the FedEx Cup rankings. Im propels himself just a little bit behind Scheffler now. And this is going to be a fun finish as we officially climb to world ranking number 1. So we can take a little bit of solace in that second place at the Masters, knowing that we are now the number 1 ranked golfer in the world. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to have to sit on this one for a couple days, but I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you back in the next video.